Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so having this 33% drop between December and now, what's in between? What happened?
Cocoa, like we all know, is one of the major key ingredients for products such as chocolate and beverages. And as of last year, like you said, it hit an all-time high of $12,000 to a metric ton due to adverse weather conditions in major producing countries, which are Ivory Coast and Ghana. However, the reverse was the case yesterday. It declined to about $8,000 to a metric ton. And this is as a result of the ongoing global tariff. And it will interest you to know that the United States is the major consumer of cocoa and cocoa-related commodities. And as a result of this tariff, we're seeing that cocoa-related products will be more expensive for the US. Therefore, cocoa-related commodities will be more expensive for the US. Therefore, demand will drop and lead to a decline in prices. However, on the supply side, we're still seeing that major producing countries such as Ivory Coast and Ghana are still faced with adverse weather conditions, which are affecting supply. We also have aging. They're also facing problems of aging plantations, as well as the recent rise in swollen shoot diseases reducing that's also reducing production of this commodity. Therefore, this supply concern is expected to cushion the effect of the fall in the prices of cocoa.
So what's happening to farmers and producers at this time? Are producers, for instance, seeking other markets since, the U.S. seem hard to penetrate at this time? Are they seeking other markets? And what's happening to the farmers?
Okay, thanks for your question. So currently, we're seeing that in Ivory Coast, for example, the farmers are shifting their production to rubber because it's more profitable to produce rubber than cocoa. Also, we're also seeing that in Ghana, that the farmers are beginning to shift production towards gold because it's more profitable. What they're getting from producing gold is much higher than what they are getting from producing cocoa. And then as for the producers of chocolates globally, we're seeing that they are beginning to seek for alternative sources of cocoa. For example, we're seeing them looking at alternatives such as lab-grown cocoa. They're also beginning to reduce the amount of cocoa intent put in chocolate and substituting it with oat, nuts, and almond in order not to feel this impact.
So what's happening to Nigeria amidst all of this? Nigeria is also a cocoa producer.
Nigeria is also a cocoa producer, and they're currently forecasting that by the end of 2025, that production should reach 500,000 metric tons. However, this is possible, but challenges still persist, such as logistics, pests and diseases, aging plantations. But the government is also putting in initiatives to achieve this forecast, such as strategic partnerships between organizations such as the International Cocoa Organizations, as well as providing support for farmers, which include teaching them mechanized farming and providing quality beans for farmers.
All right, Onyekachiku Emefiene, thank you so much for sharing your perspective with us this afternoon. Analyst with Financial Derivatives Company.
Thank you.